So I made £1,400 this week on Vinted as a reseller while on holiday in a different country, and this is exactly how I did it. So I'm gonna go to the unit now, pack all my orders, and I'm gonna be giving you some advice along the way, make it a raw video, showing you the ins and outs of my business, how I made £1,400, and exactly what I sold to make that money this week. So come along with me. So we're in the unit now. I'm gonna start packing my orders and showing you guys what I sold this week to hit a total sales of 1.4. So I paid out on Vinted before my holiday, which was 9 days ago, and my payout now is 1,220. Now that is obviously just on Vinted, plus Depop, which I think was maybe a few £100. So yeah, gonna pack the orders, and then there's a few things that I wanna talk on. I wanna be raw with you guys, give a bit of value in this video, give you some tips along the way, so you're not just watching me pack my orders, but you're gonna get something from this video. So I encourage you to keep watching, because we're gonna talk on some pretty sick things in a few moments. So yeah, time to pack orders. Honestly, this is the worst part, because I genuinely don't know where to start. I think it's just gonna go from top to bottom. I've got a new storage system as well, which you'll be able to see here, which is all boxes and stuff now, which works better for me, and it gives me a lot more space in this unit, as you can see. So I'm gonna give you a hint of what we're gonna talk about. So first of all, I wanna talk about Vinted's new rules regarding relisting and kind of what I do, my Vinted friendly relisting method to get around that rule, T's and C's, whatever it is. And then I wanna show you the quickest way to pack orders, how I do it most efficiently. And then finally, is ELS coaching still a thing, and what are we doing? So yeah, we'll talk on that at the end. So yeah, I'm gonna start just picking out my items, and then when we pack them, I'll start talking to you as we go along. So I think I just need to kind of concentrate on this bit, because it is, I don't know, I need to use my brain for it, so yeah. Right, so all my items have been picked out. They're all just by there. You should be able to see them. Yeah, so I'm gonna pack them all up now. Actually, I've just done Vinted. I've got to do Depop now as well. I don't think I sold too much on Depop though, maybe 10 items or something. So I'll quickly go grab those now. Sheesh, I take it back. We've sold 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 items on Depop. Ooh, that's what we like to see. How much is in the balance then? Only like 250 quid. So yeah, we'll pack those up. My bad, I didn't realize I'd sold stuff on there. So yeah, it looks like it's mostly chinos and stuff, which is good to see. So I'm gonna pack those up, and then we will, yeah. So first and foremost, I wanna confront the new Vinted terms and conditions, just regarding like cross-listing, relisting, stuff like that. So in the terms and conditions, they said you can't delete and relist items, the same items, sorry, multiple times in bulk. And then a bit further down it says you can't demote, hide, or they'll demote, hide, or remove your content from the site, and they'll restrict your account, such as sending private messages, limiting visibility of your items or other users, basically suggesting they will shadow your listings and stuff like that. So yeah, basically you're not allowed to relist the same item. So for example, we've got Erin there doing some photographing. So if she lists these shorts, and then in 2 weeks I want to relist them, they have to be new photos and a new listing. So you can't just delete the item and relist it. And obviously a lot of these listing bots are essentially just doing that. They're just deleting the item and relisting it, but they're using the same photos, and also at the same time their T's and C's clearly state you can't use any third-party bots or anything like that, which I forgot to mention as well. So yeah, strictly you can't do any of that, which is obviously something to be wary of. However, obviously I've got a kind of a loophole around that, which I'm going to talk to you now as I'm packing my orders. So like I said, there is a way around this. It's obviously going to take a lot more time, a lot more effort. However, there's kind of a way that I do it, which makes it almost unnoticeable, and it's probably the most efficient way to do it. And it's something that all my coaching group guys, ELS Coaching, they're all doing it, and it's working really well. So one of our guys yesterday, Gethin, he relisted, what was it, 500 items. Well, he's deleted them all, sorry. He's relisted 120, and within the first 2 days or 3 days, he sold over 40 of them. So that's almost, well, it's just over a third of his items sold after relisting them. The quickest way to do it, so say you've got, say 10 items to list, what I would do is go find 5 items on your rails or in your boxes that say have been listed for more than 3 weeks, and then just pick 5, pick 3, whatever it is. So if you're listing 10 items, pick 5. If you're listing 30 items, you could probably pick 10, you wouldn't really notice. And then you want to basically add that to the back of your pile. And then when you're listing the items, just list those extra 5. It's as simple as that. You wouldn't even notice it. It's literally going to be an extra like 20, 30% of what you list in a day. If you're doing, say 15, it's going to be an extra, 30%. If it's an extra 5 and you're listing 10 a day, it's going to be an extra 50%. So you're not going to notice it, and it means you're replenishing your stock without even knowing it. You've got that back. Your backlog is constantly, your bottom of the barrels being relisted, and those items are probably going to end up selling again. So, because with Vinted can be quite funny in the sense of if an item doesn't sell in the first 2 weeks, it's probably not going to sell, just because it'll go to the bottom of the search. And I mean, we'll have to get some statistics, but there's probably thousands of items listed a day in the same category, and you know, if your item's not being seen, it's not going to sell. So that's why it's important to list on multiple platforms. Relist when items don't sell, keeps your item in front of eyes, and it also means the likelihood of an item selling is going to be a lot higher. So yeah, that's kind of like the technique that I've used over the last few weeks, and all of our clients are using, and it's working really well. I can give you some examples, and I suggest you doing it too, and that's probably the quickest way of doing it. So now on to packing items. While I'm doing packing items, I'm just going to talk about, you know, the kind of most efficient way to pack items. So as you can see, I've got my labels here. If you haven't got a sticky label printer yet, get one. You can get one like a Munbin one or a Brother one. I think mine was a Formemo one. It's a cheap Amazon one. It was like 60 quid, Bluetooth. Get a Bluetooth one. And it honestly is a life changer. It can save so much time, and I mean, if you're saving an hour a day packing orders over the week, that's 7 hours. That's a lot of time. I mean, in 7 hours, I could probably photograph and list 40 items, 30 items, and that's being quite generous as well. So if you think those 7 hours, that extra hour a day is worth so much more than a 70 quid label printer. So it's just looking for kind of bottlenecks in your business where you can save a bit of time. So my quickest way to pack orders is I find the items, I've chucked them into cardboard boxes, which you can't see, but yeah, I put them into boxes. So this is my the Vinted box, and then that's my Depop box to the right of me. And then I'll just pick them all out on my phone, and as I go along, I'll screenshot the labels. So with Vinted, you have to screenshot them. With Depop, you can, no, you have to screenshot them, sorry. Screenshot them, and then I'll go onto my label printer app, which I'll show you now, add it in the photos, crop it to 6x4 and press print, and within 10 seconds all your labels are printed, which is the easiest way I found to do it. And then I will go through my orders top to bottom. So I'm going to the most recent ones at the minute, and I am just finding the label and putting it in the packet. Simple as that. Any like digital labels, obviously, then I will just grab my Sharpie and I'll write the name of the person on the package, whatever. Obviously for GDPR reasons, I can't share people's addresses, but there's the label there, screenshot it, and at the bottom there, it'll say the person's name, what they bought, and obviously I'll just match it up, simple as that. So yeah, that's the easiest way for me, and I think most people will do that. If you're not doing it that way, you should probably switch it up. However, obviously a lot of it is preference, what works for you. I just found this to be the most efficient way for me to do it. Yeah, it's just kind of making those mundane tasks a bit more exciting, a bit quicker. Sometimes it can be a bit of a mental barrier as well. Like I literally just sat there replying to messages for 10 minutes, and I was like, right, I just need to stop putting off the tasks that I least want to do. So if I can give an advice, is do the tasks you least want to do first and then do everything after. So, and even if it helps, but setting timers and stuff. So when I'm listing, or when I used to do photographing, sorry, I'd set a timer, see how many items I could do in an hour, and then I'd try and beat it there in the following hour or the next day. Or you could do it for 10 minutes, you could do it for half an hour, you could do it for however long you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of packing orders. Now, before I head in the car and go and drop these off, I'm going to talk to you about ELS coaching. Is it still a thing? Are we still running? Yeah, what's going on? So pack these up, and then I'll see you when I go drop these off. So ELS, what's going on with ELS coaching? What are we doing right now? What's our plans? Are we still doing anything? That's the question. Of course, we are still getting new members in. I think we're almost at 100 members now, which is insane. The fact that, you know, 100 people have invested in themselves, have decided they want to make a change, start a reselling business, and pretty much all of our members are making at least £1,000 a month, some all the way up to 10K, probably even above that. We've got people, I think, one guy just left his 60, 70K a year job to go full-time reselling, and within the first month, I think did he make 10K in his first month? 8 to 10K in his first month going full-time, invested everything. We've got some exciting plans as well. We've now got an in-house wholesaler, which means that all of our stock, we still help you buy in stock, source in stock, and where to get it from, but we also realise that, you know, there's a gap for a good solid supplier in the market, and we thought we'd feed that into you guys. So we've got an in-house supplier now who you can buy stock directly and exclusively from in the group at exclusive prices as well. So I think on average, you're going to save yourself between £1 and £3 per piece. If you're buying through our group and our in-house supplier, and on top of that as well, it's exclusive stock, all in hand, quicker shipping times. So yeah, we realised that was the biggest struggle for most resellers, and it's probably 80% of the reselling business is stock. And like, we flew all the way to Italy. We've got contacts in Italy now. We spent over £10,000 on stock, and you know, £3,000 shipping it over, just for, you know, the coaching guys. And obviously, if you're buying, say, 200 items a month, and you're saving £2 a piece, that's £400 a month you're saving on stock. And most of the guys are spending a lot more than that on stock as well. So it's a no-brainer. We're trying to cover all aspects, from social media to just calls and having that accountability. That's the biggest thing for a lot of people, is accountability, having someone there, and having that almost pressure, but good pressure, to work hard. And ELS formed off the back of me discovering that reselling is a lonely business, and that's why we built this community, is for being around, you know, other resellers. And obviously, if you're in that environment with 80 other resellers who are all making money, who are all trying to hit 10K a month, 15K a month and hit their goals, it's going to motivate you to work harder, and also have that kind of friendly competition with each other, which is why we do giveaways, and we challenge you guys, keep you accountable, because being in that environment with other people making 5 to 10K a month, if you're just starting, is exactly what you need. And if you're making 5K a month, being around people making 10K a month is going to push you harder to hit that goal. And then you've got people who are making 10K a month then, who are almost role models for the newer guys, which is what we're here to do. So everyone's always improving, which is the most important thing, always taking one step forward in the right direction. No one's going backwards, and if they do, we'll pick them up and get them to keep going. And we're starting to do, I say we've done an in-person event. We've done an in-person event in March. We're looking to do another one in October, and then we're going to do a big Christmas event as well. So again, all exclusive to group members. And the in-person events are just sick. Like when we've done them in the past, they've been best day, just spending time with everyone. Us giving you talks on different things, authenticity guides, social media. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, then go ahead and click the first line in the description, and you'll be able to go and have a look at more about what we do, other testimonials. We've trained and coached some of your favorite reselling influencers, and we believe we're the best at what we do. So yeah, we're pretty confident, so go have a look. Any questions, drop me a message on Instagram. So I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you want more videos like this, let me know, and drop any questions you might have or anything you want me to do videos on in the future. Like I said, go on to elscoaching.uk. Drop me a follow on Instagram as well, I haven't already, and subscribe as well, it'd be much appreciated if you want more videos like this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.